Hello children, how are you all? Hope you all are well and safe at your home. Okay, so children, from chapter number 2, we have already done addition, subtraction and multiplication. And now we have to start with division sums. Clear? So for that, you must be clear about the concept of division. So let us start the division. What is division, children? Division is the repeated subtraction of a number. Okay, what is a division? Division you have already done in your third standard and your fourth standard. Now we are again going to repeat this division. Okay, division is also an operation like addition and subtraction. Fine. And multiplication also. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These all are operations. Now, the number which is being divided is called the dividend. The number which is being divided is called the dividend. जिस नंबर को डिवाइड करते हैं that is called dividend. Fine. The next point is the number by which we divide is called the divisor. The number by which we divide. By which we divide means जिस number से divide करते हैं that is called divisor. The next point is the answer to division is called quotient. So whenever we do division sums and whatever is the answer that is called quotient. And the next point is the number which is left over after division is called the remainder. When you have completed, you have done with division and the number which you are getting at the last and the, or you can say the number which is left at the last that is called remainder. That means division करने के बाद जो number बच जाता है उसे क्या बोलते हैं? Remainder. Fine. Now the next point is how to check that whether you have done the division correctly or not. For checking your division there is one formula and that formula is divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder is equal to dividend. So that means when you will multiply divisor by quotient and then if you will add remainder to that, that should come equal to dividend. Fine. So that is how you can check whether you have done the division correctly or not. Fine. So these were some main points which you have to remember about division. Now I am going to explain with the help of an example. Suppose I am taking this example. Here we have to divide this 39 by 3. So let us start dividing. 3 ones are 3. Fine. Now 3 minus 3 is 0. Now we will take the next digit. Next digit is 9. Now where 9 comes in the table of 3? On 3. 3 3s are 9. So we will write 9 here and 3 here. So 9 minus 9 is 0. So children, what is this 3 here? As I have already told you that the number by which we divide that is called divisor. The number by which we divide that is called divisor and the number which we are dividing, जिस number को हम divide कर रहे हैं that is called dividend. So this 39 is the dividend. Now let's come to this 13. What is this 13? This is the answer which we have got after division. So this is the quotient. Clear? Now the number which is left after division that is called remainder. So here 0 is the remainder. Fine. Now if we have to check that whether this division is correctly done or not, then what was the formula? Divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder, that should be equal to the dividend. So what is the divisor here? Divisor is 3. And what about quotient? What is the quotient? Quotient is 13. And what is the remainder? Remainder is 0. Now 13 3s are 39. And 39 plus 0 is again 39. So our dividend, what is our dividend? Our dividend is also equal to 39. So 39, now this term has proved equal to this dividend. So that means we have done this division correctly. Fine. Now let's come to the next part in division. Now the next topic is division by a 2-digit number. Here we have to divide this number by 15. Okay, so what is the dividend here? Dividend is 7456. And what is the divisor? Divisor is 15. So children, what you can do for division, you can write the table here. Okay, you have to write the table in a side so that it will be easy for you to do division sums. Clear? So 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30, 15 threes are 45, 15 fours are 60, 15 fives are 75, 15 sixes are 90, 15 sevens are 105, 15 eights are 120, 15 nines are 135 and 15 tens are 150. Fine, now we have written the table. Now we can see. See, it's a 2-digit number. So firstly we are going to check first 2-digit number. First 2-digit numbers are 7 and 4, 74. So which digit in the table of 15 is less than or equal to 74? Okay, there is 74 does not come in the table of 15. Now we will check the number which is less than and nearby 74 in the table of 15. And the number which is less than 74 and nearby 74 also in the table of 15 is 60. And it is on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 15 fours are 60. Fine. Now 4 minus 0 is 4. 7 minus 6 is 1. Now we have to take the next digit which is 5. Now we have to check which number is nearby 145 or and less than 145 in the table of 15. So the number which is nearby 145 is 135 and it is on 9. 15 nines are 135. Now 5 minus 5 is 0, 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Now I can take the next digit which is equal to 6. Now which number is less than and nearby 106 in this table? That is 105. 105 is nearby 106 and it is on 7. So 15 sevens are 105. 6 minus 5, 1, 0 minus 0, 0 and 1 minus 1, 0. So children, here we have the quotient equal to 497 and the remainder is 1. Clear? So that is how we have to do the division by a 2-digit number. Now let's move to division by 3-digit number. Now let us start with division by 3-digit number. So here we have to divide this 53,972 by 122. This example I have taken from your book itself. So let us start doing this example. 53,978 divided by 122. I have already written the table here. Okay, now it's a 3-digit number. So firstly we are going to check first 3-digit number. First 3-digit numbers are 539. That means 539. So which number is nearby and less than 539 in the table of 122? So which number is nearby 539 here? That is 488, and it's on 1, 2, 3, 4. So 122 4s are 488. Clear? Now 9 minus 8 is 1. Now there is 3 which is smaller than 8. So we will take one borrow from 5. This will become 4 and this will become 13. 13 minus 8 is 5 and 4 minus 4 is 0. Now I am going to take the next digit, which is 7. Now which number is less than and nearby 517 here? So again 488 is nearby this number. So it will go on 4. 488. Now this 7 is less than 8. So we will take one borrow from this one. This will become 17 and this will become 0. 17 minus 8 is 9. Now there is 0. So we can take one borrow from this 5. This 5 will become 4 and this will become 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. After that we can take the next digit, which is 8. Now which digit is less than and nearby 298? And the number is 244, which goes on 2. So 244. 8 minus 4 is 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. So children, what is the quotient here? Quotient is 442 and the remainder is, what is the remainder? 54. Remainder is the number which is left after doing division. Clear? So this was about division by 3-digit number. Next we have division by 10 and its multiples. So suppose here we are dividing this number by 10. So children, how do we divide by 10 and its multiples? So first of all, first step is we have to count the number of zeros in the divisor. Whenever we are multiplying by 10 and its multiples, firstly we have to count the number of zeros in the divisor. After that, the same number of digits from the extreme right, of the dividend will be the remainder. So there are two steps for dividing any number by 10 and its multiples. First step is count the number of zeros in the divisor. So what we have to do? Firstly we have to count the number of zeros in the divisor. Here the divisor is 10. So firstly we will count the number of zeros. So what are the number of zeros here? Number of zeros is 1. Then the same number of digits from the extreme right of the dividend. So from right hand side we have to leave same number of digits. Here there is 1 0 in this 10. So we have to leave only this one digit from the right, and this one digit will be the remainder and rest of the digits will be the quotient. So what is the remainder here? Firstly we can find the remainder. Remainder will be this 2 and the quotient is 74. Why? Because there is 1 0 in this 10, so the last digit will be the remainder. Clear? Now let's come to the next part. Here in this 100 we have 2 zeros. So in the dividend the last 2 digits will be the remainder. So the remainder here is 45 and the rest of the digits, that means 39 is the quotient. Fine. Now let's come to the next part. Here in this 1000 we have got 3 zeros. So the last 3 digits will be the remainder. Last 3 digits are 354 and the quotient will be the remaining digits, that means 69. Clear? Now let's come to the next part. In next part we have to divide with 10,000. 10,000 means 4 zeros. So last 4 digits in the dividend will be the remainder. So the remainder is 7,462 and the remaining digits will be the quotient. Clear? So that is how we have to divide by 10 and its multiples. Now we will move to the properties of division. Now the next one is properties of division. So the first property is any number divided by 1 will give the same number as the quotient. So let us take some examples. Suppose I am taking this 79. So 79 divided by 1 will be equal to 79. So it means we have got the quotient same, which is equal to the dividend. So suppose I am taking 84. So 84 divided by 1 will be equal to 84. So what is the property here? Any number divided by 1 will give the same number as the quotient. This was our first property. Second is any number divided by itself will give 1 as the quotient. So suppose I am dividing 173 divided by 173. So I will get 1 as the quotient. And 646 divided by 646 will be equal to 1. So 1 will be the quotient here when we are dividing the number by the same, or we can say when we are dividing the number by itself. Clear? Now the third property is when we divide 0 by any number except 0, the quotient is always 0. So suppose I am dividing 1469 divided by 0. So that will be equal to 0. जब भी हम किसी नंबर को 0 से डिवाइड करते हैं, then the quotient will be equal to 0. Clear? So these were the properties of division. So children, today we have done division. I have given you the introduction related to division part. Okay, so you have to watch this video again and again for making this division concept clear to you, and you have to write the properties in your fair notebook. Only the properties you have to write in your fair notebook. So that's all for today, children. Thank you so much. God bless you.